Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my Varlamore only locked Iron Man account. In this episode I've decided to get a mithril axe, which is how I ended up here at this wonderful iron mine. And the same rules as always, I haven't updated these since last time, so only get experience and quests in Varlamore, the exceptions, Druid Ritual, Runecrafting, Slayer, Iron Man, as I mentioned, and my goals are to get all the loot from Perilous Moons and to complete the Coliseum. To get 51 smithing, there are 3 approaches, that we can take, and 2 different ore patches that we could utilize. The first method, which I'm just gonna not do, is there's an iron bar spawn next to an anvil, and I could hop worlds for about 8 hours, I've heard, and get the smithing I needed. But I'm not going to do that. The other method would be to get iron bars and then haul those over to the Hunter Guild Bank and do that until I have enough iron bars. And then finally, there is a coal patch, which isn't really by a bank. And but with coal and iron, I could make steel, which doesn't have the 50% loss rate that just trying to smelt iron does. And I wanted to see if that difference between needing effectively double the iron versus not needing double the iron to make steel, but a longer trip, I was curious if there was a balance point or if it just was actually just do the iron, accept the 50% loss, and get double the amount of iron ore to hit the goal. So here's some sped up clips of me timing these methods. I did full inventories of coal, and then I compared that to a full inventory of iron ore, and then I do some math later on. To get an inventory of iron ore, it's looking like it'll take me about 4 minutes, 20 seconds. That's seeming better. So for this method, we'll need 2561 iron bars, which means we will need double that in ore, roughly. Each trip takes 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Nice. And we get 28 iron ore per trip. And if we go over to Excel, jam all these numbers in, get our iron per minute, this will work out to roughly 14 hours of mining. Hooray. And comparing that to the steel, we need 1746 steel bars, which means we need 3492 coal, 12 minutes a round trip for the coal, same round trip for the iron at 4 minutes 20 seconds, 28 coal and or iron per trip, and my math was saying 29 hours, which is lots more, so let's just do the iron method. So that's what I decided to do. I run back and forth between the iron ore patch near the center of the map and the Hunter Guild Bank box. And I break it up into a bunch of different days. A couple days I did really well. Other days not so good. But, I spread it up over 5 days, 6 days, something like that. And I just run them back and forth between this iron patch yonder and the Hunter Guild, like I said. And I get my roughly 5,000 iron ore, or 5,600, or whatever the hell it was. It was a lot. It was a time. Look at me. I'm keeping up on my farming runs, I promise. Yeah, I totally kept up on these, and it's going great, I promise. Just get 70 smithing. You're halfway there. I don't think that's right. If it's worth getting a mithril axe, it's worth getting adamantite axe. It'll match your armor. I've got 6 experience lamps. Let's get married. What? I don't know what's going on. And there. Finally. 51 smithing to get our mithril axe. everything's fine. We're all fine. And in case anybody was curious about rates and numbers, here's a quick little Excel sheet that I kept of the numbers, the progress. The days aren't accurate. That was more when I decided to, do a, yeah, they're just not accurate. But the total ore and the losses and the bars and all that's accurate. Now all that's left is to get a bit of mithril, get a bit of coal, and make ourselves a handy dandy axe. And finally, there we have it. That's a grind. That's a wonderful grind. And we are now done for now with smithing. And it's going to be a while before I endeavor any more smithing grinds. And with that, I believe I will leave you all for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And here's a quick clip of where I got to over the week and some other random things that I was doing in the middle of smithing, and then a little bit of tail end stuff while editing the video and doing all that kind of stuff.